what? Huh?
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Just as we were getting ready for air, both teams coming out of their locker rooms, out of the tunnel, and this crowd is pumped up as their Redskins get set to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks.
They're handling the game so long, my thumbs bruised.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Adrian Peterson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard.
You bet your...
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. Adrian Peterson, what happened? He lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish a running game early.
On 2nd down, Peterson. Able to slither by. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
All in your house.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins.
All over it!
And he's taken down. Bobby Wagner. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time.
It stays there.
I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield.
He didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
What's up with my 2K, man? I know, but...
3rd down. Here's Haskins.
Get the picky up! Oh!
And he finds McLaurin. And they do get it down.
Got there a little too late.
To slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Peterson. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll run for it with Peterson. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. The Seattle defense, they haven't broken yet. Coming up here. And he was into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Taking it in from a yard out. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now, flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
Oh, that's why.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now. 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Guys, this game situation. Look left. Go.
To throw is Wilson.
Oh, I just can't throw it.
Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Reuben Foster, the former national champion at Alabama, gets in for the sack. After the sack on first down, Wilson. The catch is made here by Tyler Lockett.
Giddy up, Lockett.
A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Look, I'm in your shit. Look at you. You a little guy. Look, you my little brother. For real. That quick, that fast. Let's go. Got him.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. To the right side. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From midfield now, here's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That was very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Let's go defense.
To throw again is Wilson. He's got Lockett. The 20. All the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett. 50 yards. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here.
Hurry up, bro.
56.
Oh my God.
56. Check 56.
This shit crazy.
Throwing again here. Wilson. And he's into the clear. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20.
Oh, shit.
He takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
Hold it. Put it on the thing.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
Don't hold it.
And all that work,
had
but
it
he
right
stopped
the
where
first
he
time.
ultimately would have been, and he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Just do the damn shit. I was.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm willing to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is, the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
Now a run with Geis. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. 3rd down, here's Geis. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
You gotta move back. And
First down yardage to the 35. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in hell.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. They'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Richardson. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Now Haskins. They'll let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They'll try and get it with Geis. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis in the final seconds of the first half. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Hopkins with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will. I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
What? It froze.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Touch 50, touch 50.
They snap it at one. Now Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Wilson. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, And that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Yeah, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. A first down there on a pickup of 25. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27. Here's Carson. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
53 to Mike. 53.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson, he can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Montez Sweat came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Go, go, go. 53 to Mike. 53 to Mike. Switch out. Alert.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. And the pressure gets to him again. It's Ryan Kerrigan getting the sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Look. Mike 56. Mike. Hey, alert. Get him. 56 to Mike. 56 is to Mike. Blue, good job right there.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the ground, it's Geis. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
They'll run it. Here's Peterson. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. A 10th carry now for Peterson. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 at this point. This is 3rd and 7. Now Peterson. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Haskins. This will be caught inside the 10. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down.
Well, that's one of those mistakes. That's a fumble that when they get to the sidelines, I know you're mad, Coach, but look, we've still got this locked down. But that's not necessarily true, is it?
No, their hopes are slim, but you just hate to give them any hope. You could have sealed it right there.
Yeah, could have finished them off and taken away all hope, as we like to say.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Wilson to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Troy Apke, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it was strictly for pride.
So a victory here for the Washington Redskins, and it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half...
You just lost. Crazy.
What was your game?
I wish I could change my name.
Why you put YT?
Just created it. It was a, what's it called? Builder. I just put the name of that. And I found the one person I wanted to play. I didn't want to redo it with my name all over. I should have just went back. Edit my name. Dumb.
I know that shit just shattered. It's come at night. What?
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Washington Redskins. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. First carry for Darius Geis. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. This is Geis. He'll have a first down past the 40. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis, 71 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And personally, what a start for him to get in the end zone from that distance here on the first drive.
And it has the defense tearing up their defensive goals for the game, doesn't it? Because nowadays, when we talk to all the coaches, they don't talk about limiting yards per carry and those things. They just talk about limiting explosive plays, whether it's through the air or on the ground. And anything an explosive play on the ground, usually, 10, 12-yard runs? This one was way more than that. They've got to go back to the drawing board and try and shut it down.
I'm pretty sure when you do
Wilson, the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson, looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilson flushed out right. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. It's complete to Lockett. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 26 and a first down. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Out to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The safety blitz works perfectly that time for Landon Collins. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Gotta go, in and out, let him go.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And he's got his target. That's more. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins 17-yard line.
Hey, did you have one of those backyards that you had one of those, like, mats or pits like you have for high jumpers? And, you know, you had your friends throw the ball and you tried to make the spectacular catches?
I didn't need a mat.
you just did it with the ground?
Absolutely.
That explains your toughness. That explains your toughness right there, because I think that guy was raised just like you. What a catch.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll try to run with Carson. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. This Washington defense, they've stood tall the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. This Washington defense, they've stood tall the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal. Here's Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Tyler Lockett there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And
it's intercepted at the goal line. Reuben Foster picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Back to the ground on 1st, it's Geis. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. Geis. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. Here's Geis. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey,
you know, writing down your ad-libs.
If you print, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Garner.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch. Go down. 56. Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Now Wilson on 1st down. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 1st down Seattle on a pickup of 13. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on-knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. It'll be Carson. They run for it. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. They'll run with Geis. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, this is Geis. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. Michael Kendricks coming in to drop him. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tress Way to punt it away. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Then this should be the final play before the quarter ends. A final shot before break. Wilson, the ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They run again with Carson. And he's got room. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Redskins' 28.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
14.
Wilson. And it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his out.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on-knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. Now Wilson. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half.
Adrian Peterson off to the races. Touchdown, Washington. Adrian Peterson, 81 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point good by Hopkins, and that will shave one more off this lead. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They run it with Carson. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 41, Wilson, he hits his target, Lockett. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
12. Bang out. Bam. Green, let it shot.
Now Wilson to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time. On 1st down, it's Haskins. And he's got his target. It's Vernon Davis. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Vernon Davis, 46 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a one-score game in the 4th. So they got one of the 2 touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Shot 56. Let's go double count right here. Double count.
Throwing now is Wilson. Going right side here, and that's complete. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. And I think this defense knew what was coming, as he is smothered behind the line. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Carson. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Carson, and he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Punching it in from a yard away. Here the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks.
I seen me. My man seen me. Thought you was slow. You didn't see me the other time. I was playing the game, but look, I seen you that time.
Here's Wilson, and he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. The Seahawks got it. They did.
Tell me what you're thinking with your chip in the bed.
PJ Tucker? No, Gordon.
Started on the wrong way. Started the right way. Fantastic. you something, bro.
Buck.
Dude thought I was trying. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh.
Might be some VC.
Fantastic.
Might be some VC with that.
Green machine. Green machine.
Bro, move.
Whoa. Holy.
Oh, bro, they just really played me. Why did you just pump fake a wide open shot? Like, you idiot. It's not Marcus Smart needs to get traded. Really hesitated. Wide open. Congrats, dude. 25 points.
My face is.
Come on, man. Will you take that face cam when you was high?
Why?
Because you look high.
Look at me, Zon. I did. How I find your face cam?
Never.
No, this your face cam right here. Look. Right here, look.
The other one that you was just on.
That one?
No.
I'm finna go to your face cam right now. Look. Face scan.
He looked cross-sighted. That's Giannis.
Fully with a Tully.
I party this morning. said hello and I said wow.
What year did Doris Burke join the NBA 2K?